Yeah, so last time, or whenever we played the last session, you guys were coming out of Perez. You guys had just battle place, dragon and everything flying overhead. Um, Paladin, Mansion Cliff. Uh, Never uh, played this week. Uh, Basically, Elisabetta told the rest of the party that she was heading off to talk to the abbot and deliver the dress. And afterward, I'm gonna go try to find the mad mage that you guys had heard about. Um, so RC Beta, she wasn't happy about it, but kind of just figured whatever. RC does have the baby in the chest on him still. Also, he has the dress inside of that chest. So, are equipped with both of those. Um, yeah, so that's kind of where we left off. Elisabetta was heading toward the crest. They told Betta that they were going to go find the third gem. They they set off to do that, and they took off. They were following the line over here. Uh, so Elisabetta make way back to Kretsk. Upon arriving, she noticed she had heard rumors around town, making her way up to the abbey, that livestock were Kretsk. Um, no one's sure causing it, but they would have told you that there is one person that's in charge of the livestock. Uh, Told you to talk to him if you have any more questions about that. Or
Okay.
um, so yeah, so make your way up to the abbey. Uh, at the gates, mongrel met before come out, and they can't let you have the dress.
I certainly do. It's right here.
Abbott would they escort you back toward counter the Abbott the first. I may not have answered your question. What was your question?
Uh, I don't remember.
Okay.
I had a question or I had a question?
Got distracted with catching you up on information.
No, you're good.
If you think about it, just let me know. So, so you enter the hall where you encountered the abbot the first time. Vasilka's standing, staring out the window, and the abbot's kind of looking over everything about her, making sure her dress is what a
Come back with your dress. You're still interested in it?
uh, very good. That's exciting news. Have a look.
Absolutely.
So you pull out the dress, face is awe-stricken. Oh, dear, you have taste. Perfect.
Now I know we kind of hit off on the wrong foot, some of my party, but I wanted to kind of propose something to you.
Suppose so. Uh,
Well, I know you are wanting to impress Strahd, and you're not necessarily an ally of him, but you just want to kind of you recognize he's the ruler.
uh, where I'm coming from.
I do, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to switch sides, so to speak,
Why would I do such?
because I'm going to kill Strahd and take his place.
Now, Strahd is quite powerful.
I'm pretty powerful too. Can I? Can what's his name manifest at all?
Uh,
God, I keep forgetting. I need to write his name down
yeah, yeah,
or their name, whatever they are.
yeah. It's a crazy name. It starts with a name, but
Yeah,
uh, he has shown himself to you. You're not sure if show himself to others, but you could definitely ask.
yeah. I want to see if he'll come out and show himself to the abbot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a equation check. Terrible. I'll let you know that. Yeah. You ask whatever his name was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you ask him to show himself to the abbot, and doesn't respond at all. You can feel the hairs on your body start to stand up, and this the starts dripping from the back of you, goes onto the floor, and out of it rises the figure. Can't really make out. Like kind of shadowy. Like you can't make out his like face or anything. He has these long robes that like, drape off of his upper half. That's all that's like manifested. And the abbot is just taken aback. He's very unholy. I knew about these dark powers, but the figure isn't saying anything. Just standing or floating behind you. It's like omnipotent force about him.
I know it may be different for you to understand, but I don't intend to do. I intend to help the people of Barovia as the ruler, and this here can help me do it.
How do you help after?
My theory is that once Strahd dies, the curse can be lifted, and then we can bring in food, supplies, stuff to rebuild. Many of the towns are appreciative of the things that we've done for them already.
Both I my faith. As you say that, the figure starts to like uh manifest itself back inside of you. Uh, starts to suck back inside. He'll come over. Comes back in. Uh, the abbot says to you, "So may I try the dress on?"
Sure.
Grabs the dress. He places it on the table behind her. he starts to remove the dress that she has on, and underneath, staring away from you, you can't see her. But you've kind of grown accustomed to macabre here in Barovia, and this isn't like a normal flesh golem that's not hideous, made of grotesque parts. Like each part of the flesh golem was finely picked out together, the utmost of care, and it's almost beautiful, like the body from which. But he places the rest on, stands in front of her. Oh, this is lovely. His face go from like a bright smile, and it just slowly starts to frown. Um, yeah, over.
What's wrong?
Ah, I got it. Soul, Etienne.
What?
Well, uh, Lane. Uh, Tatiana was Rod's lover.
I'm aware. But why do you need a soul?
Well, perfect match for Rod would love her. I know they reincarnate, but that reincarnation, perhaps body here, find that off you.
Why do you still want to help Strahd when I told you I'm going to kill him?
Well, like I said, once you, I will gladly. Now, God is
Well, I think I can't really help you there. I don't want to help anything for Strahd. I don't know what giving Tatiana to him would do.
well. I I figure at least in time, uh, giving Strahd lover life rationality. Perhaps that's what he's.
I'm sure, but there's been quite a bit of things I've learned about Strahd and Tatiana. I don't think she wants anything to do with him. I think all of this is because of that.
As far as I'm aware, had a tragic death.
No, she despised him. She hated him. She killed herself to get away from him.
Quite hard to track down that.
As far as I don't know exactly where she is right now, but I know she's died at least twice, and both times were to get away from Strahd.
Well,
Have you heard of Sergio before? Sergei.
that was Rod's brother. Rod hated him.
He did. He hated him because Tatiana loved him.
Perhaps action. Perhaps dead find me face. Perhaps a face I'm missing. Perhaps then I could provide my service free of charge.
Keep that in mind, but I mainly came here just to make sure that you don't interfere or help Strahd.
Well, one problem. God knows what I am doing. Back again. Have something.
Well, this is quite the crossroads we're at.
Yes, of course. Exactly know what.
I think we're going to move on him pretty soon.
I heard of my miracle, Burgomaster.
I have?
Know about Isla,
Yes.
that I've brought him back from the.
I did not know that. I didn't know you were in contact with the village people.
Well, Burgomaster, wife, friends had returned. I wasn't bad after all. But I am. Brought him back.
It's pretty passionate of you.
So my services quite powerful.
I think there's a lot of good you can do to Barovia yet.
I've I've had a change of heart since. I don't quite hate, but better power to Thanes.
Faints?
Thanes. F-A.
Faint. Oh, who are they?
Well, long before Strahd came and civilized the valley, Barovia was wild land. The valley was largely populated by scattered, larger than a harsh land, somewhat barbaric people. It's also a first folk, wilds. Um, they worshipped Thanes, known as the Ladies. Three of them. They they were the ones that brought their magical archfey, the Huntress. They never really showed themselves. Here in augury, speak to the mouths of animals.
What made you so interested in them settling?
Well, I've heard word that have some pool powerful. Um, have three uh places in unaffected by God's effect. The stones, swamp stones in the mountain, stones they still have their but better to serve than the greater than mighty ruler.
Seems like a pretty good idea.
So you see, I'm not as bad as you thought I would.
I never thought you were that bad.
Perhaps
They can sometimes be a bit narrow focused on the things in front of them and that their passions get in their way. You would need to show them that you're here to help.
perhaps instead of a show them veins, stones, that'll change.
I'd be willing to do that for you.
Well, have around that quite welcome. Though I would
I can do that for you.
I have a bit more work to do.
Do you know how we can contact the Fanes? Is it Fae or Fanes?
Veins. They are arch, but they're called veins, or
Okay.
the ladies three is what.
Do you know where I can contact them?
Well, I guess the shrines, the aforementioned stones that are up in the mountains. Perhaps you could pray to them. Make,
Is the one that we went to down in the swamp? Is that one of them?
from what he's talking about, Elisabetta would probably be able to that two of these. Uh,
Oh,
the
what was the other one?
the megaliths by the old bone grinder down Crepit Wind. You guys had fought the hags in.
Oh, oh, that's right.
Yeah. So those were in the forest. The one in the swamp with standing stones that you. You're not sure about the one in the mountains though.
Okay, all right, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna take out our shots so I can talk when I'm ready. All right. Are you getting much of background noise or anything?
There's a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Okay. Uh, one more thing I've asked of you is, I understand Strahd's coming to visit you. You can just tell him that I am helping you recreate Tatiana. If that helps buy time.
Uh, one can't just lie to.
What do you think is going to happen about that?
As
Are
I
you
said,
able to defend yourselves?
I can handle myself.
Well, then we probably need to get to these archfays as quickly as possible. What if you came with me?
Not leave care of my. They were to set free. That's good. Happy with me.
I have heard that some livestock are going missing. Do you know anything about that?
have not.
Do you know if all of your people are accounted for, or here, or safe?
There is one. Perhaps I could have something, but I have pretty confident that I've trained them well to like dead.
I want to insight check that.
Okay. Yeah. Seems to be confident. Wants there.
He believes it.
Yeah. He 100%
Yeah.
trained them well.
God, this character Elizabeth is so much better than my rogue. I hate that character right now. That campaign. It's rough.
Yeah.
Careful shit. All right. Do you know the name of this one that went missing? You said 12:30. You gotta be leave by.
uh, it'll be one
Okay,
thirty.
like 40.
1:30 your.
Okay, we got plenty of time.
So her name was Mishka Bellevue. Or
Cool.
I'm sorry, Marzina. AR.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I think I'll take a look around real quick and probably get on my way. Seems like time is of the essence. Try to figure out this archfey. Hopefully, before something happens to you.
Friends can make. Will be
That is my goal.
best of luck to you. They go back over to Silka, kind of dust the dress on her. Is there anywhere you want to look around?
I just want to check out the area we hadn't gone to yet that we started walking in.
Okay, so there's a few areas. From here, there's stairs that lead upward on sides of you right now. Also, there was the house he was leaving you guys in before combat.
Okay. Well, I'll just go up the stairs then, real quick. Look around.
Uh, so actually, I told you wrong. One stairs leads up, one stairs leads.
Let's go up first.
So heading up the stairs, the wooden stairs climb 20 feet aloft with a pitched roof in the center of the south wall. Unlit lanterns hang from the rafters. Rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet over. The room is filled with the sound of beautiful melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much needed otherwise free. Black shroud covers a shape lying on a wooden table. It does nothing to hot heaped furs rest in the surrounded by empty wine bottles. An oil lamp burns atop a table near, letting a squat creature that has two heads sits on the edge of the cot with file between satiating claw-like appendages grasp the neck of the instrument while running a bow gently across the strings with
Uh, uh, I think I'll probably just walk back down.
okay. There you do notice that there is a door over here
Oh,
as well.
yeah, okay, I go. Does the
So
creature like react or anything when I'm walking in?
it does look up at you, um, takes notice of you, but it continues playing violin.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just walk into the room then.
As you open up next room, this is the curtain walls that surround the courtyard. So below you can see the garden.
Yeah.
Um, Scarecrows line the abbey walls looking outward. They wear tattered chain shirts and carry spears with rusty heads. Guard below
Move on along there.
one and two.
Yep.
So room, a wooden counter shaped like an L stands at the front of the spacious office. At the other, furniture has rotted away, leaving faded cloth. Or um, so you see the counter in the shape of an L. Uh, Surrounding it is bookshelves loaded, packed full of all these different books. Sitting at the table, the a woman dressed in very colorful. She's she's reading this book, several books sprawled out on the table in front of her. She's at a stool, looking at one with a magnifying glass. Into the turns around and she pulls out her here. Who are you?
My name's Elisabetta. Friends with the abbot. I was just taking a tour since he's busy right now. Who are you?
Friends with the abbot. She says, my name is Meralda, not friend of the abbot. Gracious still has her rapier drawn at.
Alright, hold on. I know the name's important.
Yeah.
Is it for Van Richten? It's Marota. I've ran into Van Richten. He's looking for you.
No, Van Richten.
I do. You helped him. And he helped us.
He sheathes her rapier. No, my mentor, Van Richten, here in Barovia.
He is.
Safe.
He was last time I saw him. We were at his tower.
That
Where
is,
did he go?
he,
I don't remember exactly.
he was still at the tower. He said he was holding
Okay.
up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Says he's at the tower. I checked there before and I didn't.
Yeah, I think he's been on the move. He wasn't always there. He met us in Valaki.
Explains why I couldn't find him. That was one place I finally to Vistani.
Um,
But forgive me for upbeat, but uh, ally to Van Richten.
that's great. I could use some friends in this place. What are you doing here with the abbot?
Well, says Van Richten specifically stay away from Bro. Told me what he was going to do. I thought it was crazy. I wanted to help, but he um. So after he left, I began a mission looking for someone known as the Hound. My search led me back here into aim side against my mentor. That's where I could find this Hound.
You're looking for the hound. I believe he may have been the one who's caused a lot of pain for me in my life. Is he here?
Uh, I, I haven't been able to track him down exactly. Like maybe somewhere. Strahd um says must be daughter of Havoc.
I am. It was a long time ago.
Kind of bows. Sorry, I there to help. That was a bit before
Yeah,
my time, but would have done anything to stop atrocities.
it was a long time ago. I don't know. There's much point in drawing on the past, but I wouldn't mind finding this person as well.
You and I both. I've been looking quite some time to
Why did? Go ahead.
Van Richten at our. I didn't want to die. Bad blood.
He still cares for you, you know. He wanted us to find you.
Great news. I didn't wonder how he knew I was here.
He did want us to find. I cannot find
Yeah,
my notes about what he asked us to do with her.
yeah. He asked you to bring her. He had heard rumors that she was here, and he asked you if you did come across her, bring her to.
Okay. Well, did can you leave here? Why are you with the abbot again?
So, well, I came here because after looking around Baroque, I've realized that most books and literature taken by Strahd and Castle. No, I can't quite go in. I did discover this abbey after talking to. There was quite the library here as well. I came here this second Strahd hasn't looking over notes. I could find something Strahd, learn where that found it.
Does that happen to know you're here?
That does know that I'm. We're not allies, but is agreed to let me stay. Turn I or favors for fan, but 5.
I understand. Are you able to leave?
Yes, I merely just
Well, if you like, when I'm done here, I was heading back towards Valaki, and I was actually going to the mountains, but we did pass right by Van Richten's tower.
that would fantastic.
Could use a traveling companion. The rest of my companions are somewhere.
I could aid you, quite capable. Well, starts grabbing a bunch of books, shoving in bag. You can roll me a perception check.
Where's perception? There it is. Man, this character's so much better.
So as she's packing stuff into her backpack, notice a couple things sitting in there. You notice she has quite a bit of stuff on her. Like, definitely tell that there's potions, several monster hunt equipment like water, stakes. Also, guy's kit. Um, something that sticks out more to have Rokadeck, Madam Eva.
So you have Cherokee deck there. You have a Vistani, correct?
She kind of looks up as you. Sorry.
You're
Oh, yes.
Vistani.
I am Vistani. Yeah. Well, I once was.
Have you heard of Madam Eva, I'm guessing?
Yes, I once traveled with her and her set off on.
You don't seem to be a fan.
Well, they kind of looked down on me. I wasn't like the other.
Why is that?
Didn't like the mindless partying. Definitely fraud. And not all, but some of the Vistani uh, owe their allegiance.
Oh, that's unsettling.
I can assure you that Madame Eva doesn't her allegiance just her.
Doesn't seem to, from what I've gathered of her.
She's just a crazy old lady and good magic.
She did. Okay.
Did teach. I owe her for.
What exactly did she teach you?
Um, she turns around and there's books kind of strewn all over the place that um, and turns around and casts a spell, prestidigitation, cleans it all up, and the start to place themselves back into the slots that they came out of. One thing.
That seems to be handy. Do you know how to use those cards that she does?
I do. Been a while since I.
Maybe when we meet up with Van Richten, you would be interested in trying to use those?
Sure. I must ask, have you had?
I have.
Well, I'll tell you that by a reading for you, the Taroka cards are tied with fate. That is the fate set out for you. But
Oh,
can read for someone else.
oh, you can. That might be interesting. Think of what all do you know about Barovia and Strahd? I've been reading a lot.
Well, in my time here, I've learned quite a bit. I tell you about any monster specialty. I can tell you about any monster. I've been reading over recently Amber Temple trapped within. Uh, I also know quite a lot about the Vistanias.
The Amber Temple. That's. I've been interested in heading there.
Know what held in the.
I've no idea. I just have some urge to go there.
Kind of looks at you. Go ahead and make me a deception check. Gonna roll a side check, kind of see what's going on with you. Okay, she can't quite put her finger on it, but looking at you like that odd thing to say. Um, well, it's a place of great evil. There was wizards, powerful wizards that came here to Barovia, up the dark powers that dance around the mist surrounding Barovia. They they learned over time, hundreds of they learned that they could trap them in amber sarcophagi. Remember, prison the dark powers within. But my guess is of what's going on here. I think it may be legal.
What powers were they trying to trap?
Well, there's many of them. Some are unnamed. Nobody really exactly what, but they're dark forces that turn corrupt by the looks of it. That happened.
Do you think he's redeemable?
Well, I'm not. I think whatever has happened to the habit been corrupted by.
Do you think he's trustworthy?
Don't believe he knows what he does, but alien morality, strange morality that pride has just taken over. That's
Do you think what he does is actually wrong? I've seen it being as not necessarily accepted in most places, but I don't think I've seen him do anything bad yet. He seems to be not hurting people.
I can't agree with what very questionable. Don't I don't think he does it in a bad way. He does only take parts, projects, and the dead, but I believe not to be. No one should matter what can offer in return.
Can you understand that? Would you like to get going? So we
Of
can talk on the road?
course. Uh,
This door over here.
yes, that's another door.
If you don't mind, I do want to look around a little bit more. I did find you here, so
Yes, understandable. I could tell you quite a bit about what's in.
oh, that would probably be even better.
Um, well, this abbey was uh, created a hospital, Saint Markovia. Markovia, um, some time ago, planned to gather an army, go try to defeat Strahd. Afterward, the hospital, the workers, servants started going mad. They their practices were foul. They started experimenting on people. Their methods of healing were painful. A lot of the times failed. After corruption, the workers Abbott is it came. That's when he started the remaining one, taking parts from family Bellevue's crazy mongrel.
Are they dangerous?
They very well could be. They all have a type of madness. Part crazy. Stay locked up in his madhouse. There are a few that don't that aren't as crazy. They do have their own, but they are coherent. Cloven, bell tower keeper, Siegfried, um, Otto. Uh, they're the ones and the gate side. Another another. I will look that up for you. But there was another that
Okay,
uh, had left the abbot.
that's interesting.
Her saying that you do remember that Strahd's castle there was one of the.
Oh, that's right, yeah. He might be with Strahd. acting as a butler, so to speak. He seemed to be pretty composed, other than his mutations.
Yeah, so, like I said, some aren't as bad as others. Are the few that don't have much hindrance.
Well, if that's the case, if you don't think there's anything left here in Abbey to explore, I'm ready to make our way. I do think we may need to stop by the town. I wanted to do something real quick.
An ally to Venric and is an ally to mine.
Think. Uh, I'm guessing, is D just like in the courtyard or something?
What's that?
Is D in the courtyard or something? I don't
Uh,
really know what to do with him.
yeah, RC's whatever you want to do. It's taking your class gave it
Okay.
wherever you want.
Well, I did want to go. I forgot about the baby. Go give the baby to the abbot.
Okay. You head back down to the abbot. Do you bring Esmeralda with you?
No. I'll say I have one more thing I have to go take care of. Go and gather your things. And meet me by the courtyard gates.
Okay. She'll meet you there. You go to the abbot. Uh, Have your look around.
I did. I think I found someone of interest. Esmeralda's going to be coming with me.
Uh, Very well. I was just offering her.
I did have one more thing, and maybe this to help our relationship a bit more, and you can consider this a gift. But we found this child in the swamps. It's a flesh girl, and we didn't know what to do with her. It,
Okay. Do you show it to the abbot?
yeah.
Looks inside the chest. It's like, oh, what is that monstrosity? That is not my work. Atrocious.
I don't know what to do with it, so I wanted to give it to you.
But I'm
Maybe you have.
not quite sure what to do with it either. Suppose something with burn it.
Whatever you choose to do, I leave it into your judgment. Do you know if it has a soul?
Well, flesh golems are construct.
Well, you mentioned that you wanted to give one to your creation.
Says can imbue quite a lot of crafted this.
As long as you're confident in that, then I'll leave it to your judgment.
I'll find some.
Well, then I'll be on my way.
Care. Head out. You meet Esmeralda. Go.
I am.
You guys head off. Go ahead and roll me a percent. There is. You're pretty confident. From what I checked to Esmeralda that
She pretty much gave you the rundown on the whole. Uh, However, this is one place she didn't that you that does catch your eye as you're leaving. Um, there is a graveyard that surrounds.
Esmeralda, do you know anything about that graveyard over there?
Uh, I'm not.
Do you think that's where he's getting his bodies at?
No, I tell you that taking them. I'll go.
Is there anything like unassuming about this graveyard? Is it just that graveyard?
No, nothing that you're really assuming. You, the only thing that stands out is it's kind of odd that nobody mentioned, and from what you know, this place was a hospital and a whole. So it doesn't outside normal possibility that there was a graveyard here.
Right.
Pretty common. You know that they're usually buried with artifacts, and not sure if that might some kind of power. Other than that, it just um, they do seem to be ancient gravestones. They don't quite line up with timeline Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, that seems odd. Can we take a quick peek at this graveyard? I just wanted to look around.
After you,
Yes, I just want to kind of, you know, look at
yeah.
the gravestones,
All right,
look around.
go ahead and roll a perception check or investigation. So, looking around, carved into each gravestone is the name of a long dead priest. Uh, some of the names include Brother Martek, Brother Valen. Um, One gravestone does stand out to you. Um, Marked with an X is carved with bears diameter side. Um, Graved beneath the station, Petrovnia. Um, yeah, so there's just this cutout for like a sun. Uh, that's like there's something that goes there.
Esmeralda, do you see this here?
Uh,
So, what was the name?
uh, Petrovna. Or
Does the name Petrovna seem to be any significance? Anything you've seen?
um, seems to think that she came across the name Tasha Petrovna book, but doesn't remember exactly what.
Oh shit! Strahd has all of the Source Bird people in it.
Oh yeah.
Uh, oh, that's odd. How big is the is it an amulet? Is it like a plate? The thing that's missing
It looks like a
is a
holy
slot,
symbol.
like a holy symbol that a friend of mine might have.
Um, could be. It does look a little similar. That one, the one that Haley has, is shaped more like it's actually also shaped like a sun. Yeah, that could totally.
Like obviously, like I don't have it in front of me for reference. It's like yeah, that approximately could be the size of her amulet
Yeah,
type of thing.
100%.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I have to keep that in mind and maybe come back to you with a friend of mine.
Um,
Right. I want to head down to the livestock area.
okay. I'm just gonna theater the mind.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fine.
okay, so you head down. You ask around for. They lead you. You're led to a house with the side of it. On the outside, there is a man, a human, sitting in the middle of this log. Got like a shepherd's hook, kind of like staring off into.
Luca?
Um, turns around, kind of stares at you blankly. Say that to him. But oh, friend,
I've heard you've been losing some livestock lately.
this this they favorite brownie. Brownie was
Does it? Do you have any idea where she went?
uh, no, I lady press called fence back.
Is the fence fixed?
Very good.
Sorry.
Got many stones to.
Well, legit, I have to go to do something fairly urgent, but I wanted to try to help a little bit, and I'm going to be coming back here. So I was going to leave somebody here that can help you, and I motioned to D.
Like got letter.
You got a letter, and the bird master took it from you?
uh, 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 talk to my burgomaster about Eddie.
Your daddy?
Eddie Costo Barbu.
Is Luca?
Not the brightest,
If
but
he, but he's like normal. He doesn't look like one of the mongrels or whatever they're called.
no, he is a human. He's just not very bright.
Okay.
Seems to be like he's good with animals, like the way he's treating
Right.
like a, but with other people, not bright.
And you said your father's gone?
Father,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What was he looking for?
was friend, friend. uh, friend, like could have told
You were looking for her, or your father was?
that he was.
Huh, interesting.
That name is spelled Fid.
Well, Victor, I think I might go talk to the burgomaster, but for now, I'm going to leave you with some help. And I turn to D and said, D, I'd like you to help guard the livestock. And if you get in danger, or if you can, just try to make as much noise as possible if something happens here. And hopefully the guards will come help.
Kind of comes up to you, at you for thank you, friend, and starts to give you a hug. So,
I know that's okay.
friend
But
don't
thank
like
you.
hugs.
No, I'm not a hugger. I'm sorry.
Kind of starts to downset. Come see and head off. You leave there. Um, so, where do you head to next?
Well, I think right now I'm gonna leave that one alone. Come back to that one when we come back. That's something. Um,
I'll,
I
I'll,
think we're gonna.
I'll tell you since I told them that you were going the mage. Uh, they are the ones that letter. They going to investigate that as uh, as they
Oh, they went to Crest.
yeah. Well, they had taken care of the gym and they received that letter. They were headed back towards Crest when they and that's where we about left off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then I think we're just headed towards Van Ricken's tower. That's. Wait. Do I know where I'm going for this mountains?
You know that the area that you heard rumors of, they said the woods north of Lake Zarovich.
Okay.
I'm pretty
So
sure
this
you're.
part is like walk through the woods or something.
Yeah, I was gonna have you make some checks to track down anything.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Um, So you and Esmeralda head over to Van Richten's tower. Um, the the burnt ground outside, uh, and Esmeralda does kind of look at you and she, oh, what happened to the wagon?
I do believe curiosity got the best of my friend, and it was blown up.
Kind of puts her hand on her. Oh no.
We have some of them, and I think Defender can cut some. Maybe he has more inside.
Says hopefully that was everything I brought here to Rovia. So guess starting from scratch again.
Sorry to hear that. Maybe I can offer you some gold in payment for it.
Now it's quite all right. But luckily,
Well, let me know if you need anything, because I have plenty of gold. I know some people.
perhaps friends buy me dinner.
We can do that.
Very good. The tower. I was spell put on the tower. I tried to. She says, "Well, I did figure it out eventually." Stand back for him. Goes up to the door, starts dancing in poses. You're not sure what's going on.
I do think I remember hearing something about, unique way of opening the door.
Yeah. So, last time that RC was messing around with the tower and it shot out lightning.
Yeah.
Elisabetta would probably piece it together and think, okay, she still thinks that the trap is active, even though you guys that trap.
Oh. Yeah, I'm about to do it.
Okay. Does her dance? Okay, Elisa side and opens the door.
Yeah.
Um, so inside, there's elevator. Um, you guys start to head up the elevator. How to operate it? As the command word expantor. You guys didn't know. Uh, and it starts to activate the golems at the bottom, and start pulling chains. To you guys pass through the various floors. Um, on one floor in particular, it's kind of rising really. Um, across the way, there's books strewn about the floor. In alcove in the back, a bust. Look over, something weird. Esmeralda kind of gives a wave, and you almost see the bust wing heads up to upper floor. Um, guys head up to the top. And Rickton at his desk scribbling on some papers. He's got his glasses on. Looks up. Oh, Esmeralda. Kind of starts to squint. Esmeralda? Kind of looking like she's got her arms crossed in front of her. And she's looking down. She says, "Sorry, Venric." Gets up from his. Esmeralda, told you not to come here. Look, very dangerous. Trapped here. After you left, I was looking around. I investigated. Tried to find you. Oh, lucky friends came along. I had to leave. No, you're trapped here. Might be what I'm hoping for. I've tried for you. Nothing I could come up with without the kind of turn to look.
Just, we've been working on some things. I think putting some trust into Madame Eva's cards she read us. We think that those things can help us defeat Strahd.
Esmeralda kind of looks at you. Found items of power.
Well, we found two items so far. We found an amulet that I think may work with the gravestone in the abbey. And then we've also found a sun sword, but the person who has it doesn't seem to be getting along with it very well.
Van Richten kind of puts a. That's fantastic news. I've been looking for these for you. You guys have accomplished trying to do. You guys are an impressive bunch.
I think we're about ready to Joe made to push for him. There's a couple of things that we wanted to take care of first, but
Well, that
we're about ready.
that's very come out.
I think that's going to be the plan, and I hope.
So, um, so Elizabeth, I don't know where your friends are. I did come across it.
Oh, what's that?
I've been reading about these veins of. I'm not the religious type myself. Something to.
I'm sorry, what was the first part you said?
Uh, he was saying that he's not religious, but uh, there's merit to whatever story.
Oh, yeah. This wouldn't happen to be about the Archfey, would it?
Yes, you about the Fanes.
I just heard about them from the abbot.
He says, well, Fanes have this ritual. Yes, the dark powers have about as long, uh, but came across fight against. Um, says it's called the. It's a binding ritual. Um, the Psalm of Darkness. Now, from my understanding, after reading, God draws some of his powers from dark entities.
I can confirm that, actually.
That's like I'm on the right track. I've been trying to gather this. Actually, three psalms that release I know that there's Psalm of Darkness, Psalm of Terror, one more that I haven't got. It's not. And Esmeralda, hearing this, is already searching through her backpack. She thinks she has one. She slaps it up onto the table, onto his desk, and third one, and Rick, and the third one is Psalm of Amber. I just found this in my book about the Amber. Glasses on, he kind of looks at it. He's like, oh, perfect. This final piece of puzzle that be some time at least to work on this, figure out what we officially kill. Think otherwise back.
You don't need any. You have everything you need to ready this.
Well, I don't know what supplies we need. I know that there's steps to it. I got to put together what the rich.
This is great news. I wondered what would happen even if we did defeat Strahd in his current form, knowing that there's some greater power at work. He's not a normal vampire.
I was about to say he's not the average van. That's why I've been fight him. If I do win, barely beat him.
Exactly. So I've been trying to convey to the party, but this is good. I think this helps them. Maybe this should help get them ready.
Yes, if I gather any, I'll be sure. I can't go back into Valaki. Welcome here time. Hopefully next time I see plan this out a bit more.
Why can't you go to Velaki?
Well, Tiger and still not too.
That's fair.
I did hear are under new
They are. They're under the dude. I forgot his name.
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Heard he's doing, but time settled.
That's fair. I think. And you think you'd be safe here?
Well, I haven't had any more werewolf attacks. That's
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I don't think watched her friends were able to find me, and
Are you worried about Strahd at all?
I am, but probably trying. Not sure. I think everyone's safest place I could find.
Well, I think in that case, I'll probably leave you to it. That's great.
Esmeralda kind of looks asking what you.
Well, I was just going to ask, being alone, I could use a traveling companion if you wanted to come with me. I was going to go try to find something about a mad mage.
Van Richten kind of speaks. Oh, Mad Mage of Mount Baratok. I've heard rumors.
You have.
Yes, polymorph walks around woods, Starovich. Last place I've heard him be died. Rap star.
It's probably about as good as lead as I have. Do you know if he's dangerous?
Because I don't, not sure. Powerful.
It's noted.
Um,
Inch.
Esmeralda kind of gives him a hug and starts to ready her things to come with you. If kind of nods her head. Back by you.
If you happen to see the rest of the party before me, can you let them know where we're headed?
Yes, I no. Uh, actually, I may have a map. Kind of fumble down through his and the map. It's much like one you already had. Um, he does circle there area.
Okay.
Those are the places that
Okay.
safe out there.
Do you have an idea of how long it might take?
Well, I have to read over my notes. I want to make sure we have everything. Quite dangerous.
I agree.
Give me a couple days
Okay. I'll let you do it then.
to work on. Pops it open on his glasses and he starts flipping.
Yeah, I just start beelining towards the northeastern side of the lake.
Okay.
Can I just cut over through here? That's
Yeah.
northwest. That's one way. I had to go the other way. All right.
So
So he was last known to be over here.
yes. So I will tell you. I forgot to mention, but once you guys were leaving Perez, it was getting dark. So if you wanted to take a long rest, Kretsk, I'll let you. My bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I would have rested.
Got the end.
Yep.
Uh, Kind of funny though. They also took the.
Or do you want to say like we got to the tower and unrested there?
Yeah, you could do that too. Because the whole thing with the abbot would have.
Yes, I imagine like our timing.
Actually, you know what? That it would still work because they actually took a long rest in a camp in the stones, and the next day took a long
Okay.
rest. So perfect. Yeah, they
Let's say
just missed you.
yeah, because the time with the abbot is probably only like a couple hours. Just
Yeah. So you stayed the night there and headed early in the morning. Talk to Van Richten.
okay.
Um. Yeah. So I will tell you that cutting through the like difficult terrain there. Have your range canyons,
Yeah.
so it will take a lot longer to cut through. But you do know that there's the lake and it has a shoreline around it. That might be easy to travel for.
Yeah. I would definitely try to go the path of least resistance. But I gotta go over here, though, don't I?
Yeah. So you can either go like go down the trail and head this direction. That up to you.
I would just go this direction.
Okay. So yeah. So as you're passing through, there is you get to a point where you can see Locky, a small hill falls um, at the shore of the lake. Small fishing. Two of them looking. There's actually two of them look. There is two that look like they're in good condition. Probably each 5 people. That would route you'd like.
Well, Esmeralda, do you want to try to take the boat, or do you want to walk?
Well, if uh, actually probably have best luck walking around.
That's kind of my thought, too.
I'll leave the decision.
Would the boat travel be faster than walking?
Are you proficient? Kind of like I
Oh,
think
absolutely not.
I didn't think so. So I will let you roll an intelligence check or a history check to see how much all like um about voting.
Yeah, it's probably not something that is great at. It's not a bad roll, though.
Yeah, so you think you could probably figure it out. Think that from where you're at, definitely there is fog that is covering the entire lake. So navigations probably going a straight direction. Shoot an azimuth, one location, and follow it straight.
Yeah.
So it would probably cut down the travel time by a good half hour.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with this, Esmeralda. I don't want to get lost on the lake.
I'd rather get lost on.
Me too. Let's just walk.
But you guys continue following the shoreline. You guys get to about right here. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Can I give myself guidance before I do it? Alright, I'm gonna give myself guidance. And then, ooh, I'm proficient in survival? Oh,
Oh,
well,
that's
I
really
didn't need the guidance.
yeah. So you were walking along. Something stands out to you. See it tracks that lead off into from talking to Haley and working. Pretty sure this is some kind of deer.
Then here's our target, Esmeralda.
Try to follow them.
Yeah, let's see.
You guys follow the tracks. You're pretty sure you got a good. You follow them down a trail that leads. Um, Go up ahead through the. See a large elk. Grass. Like he's kind of look around for a minute, like off the bush. Yeah, he doesn't notice you guys. What do you? What?
I don't have a lot of experience dealing with mages, let alone ones pretending to be out in the woods. Got a plan? Should I just talk to it?
I've heard. Not sure.
Okay, well, here we go. I'm gonna kind of walk up and call out to it. Hello?
Let me read this to you and see what exactly you want to do. So,
Okay.
so north of the mountain lake, the tree steady climb up to slope Mount Baratok. Its melancholic presence impressive at the ground here is rocky, tiring to navigate. Even lives neck of the woods. Soon you climb above the blanket of fog that engulfs the dark valley. Dark thunder clouds, elk stand Rockies for about 6. Suddenly it assumes form. Uh, as you approach, say something to it. It assumes the form of a man in tattered, uh, bright red robes. Hair and beard are long, black, and gray, and his eyes crackle with eldritch power. I guess it works out perfectly that you said.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, he form of a man and the eldritch power in his eyes. He the way I picture him is like Charles Manson, kind of like dancing around. So um uh I gotta pull. I got this all in different sections. Kind of jump.
Oh, you're good.
So he seems very manic. Um, shouts out to you. Stand back, interlopers. This is your only warning. And
I uh, just wanted to talk. I've heard great things about you.
okay. Uh, as you say that, he fires a lightning bolt right next to you, about way. But he looks like he. Stand back. This is your last warning.
Look, we're not here to harm you or anything. My name's Esbeta. This is Esmeralda. What's your name? I'll back up a little bit. Oh. Oh, you close everything.
I got all these buttons on my mouse, and
Oh.
anyway, okay, so um, yeah, you can make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not very good. Hold on. Hold. I do anything about that. I will use my amulet. I have to tell us was an ability check. You can add D4 potentially. But yeah, I'll use my amulet. Oh, damn it.
You also have guidance. I'll allow you to
Alright. Hey!
just enough.
Piece it together.
He kind of lowers his hand, kind of looks around. Says, he shouts out, "Will never break my mind." Says, "Death be upon you if you come to my sanctum, vampiric demon." Starts to run off into. Go ahead and roll me. Let you roll me a perception check. Oh yeah. So as you are kind of confused about what just happened, you look back at Esmeralda, back to where up the mountains, like the forest starts to thin out. Start to see like flashes of bright blue light and red light. Trees start falling down, but you can follow it. I think you could follow it to where he's going. Like he's just manically mad.
Yeah, I mean, I did chase.
Okay. So you follow the flashes of light fast as you can. He's pretty quick, but make it up to the top of the mountain. On top, you see this large mansion sitting atop the mountain. As you approach it, the doors got a set of double doors standing open. Look around, the mage is nowhere to be.
The doors are open?
They are open.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the doors. I'd say, do you want to stop it right there?
Yeah, it's getting about that time, huh?
Because it's probably, I'm sure that there's some shit in there to do.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to, we can finish this on the next session. Whatever. This part is mostly puzzles,
Okay.
so that could take a
Alright.
while.
Yeah, I didn't want to get in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah.
What's your during the week?
So I work from Friday.
Okay.
I work 4 midnight my time, so that'd be 2 to 10 your time.
Okay. So you'll be working Tuesday night then. Yeah, we may just have to wait till Wednesday and do it that way.
Want to? I was gonna say we could, like, you want to hop in like an hour before or so. That too. It's up to you.
Wednesday.
Like I said, it's mainly puzzles, so it'll give you time to think when I'm switching.
Yeah, I mean that's probably good. So then it's just not like, super awkward. If you're down to try that,
Might be a little weird.
Might be hard for you to like, scene switch back and forth. I can understand that,
Yeah.
but I'll be down for that. I think, yeah. Let's plan for the normal session on Wednesday. I might be able to hop in an hour early at 3.
Okay.
Um,
Let me know. We'll figure it out.
yeah, that's pretty much the only time we would be able to do it again because you're going to work now.
Yeah. I got like hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a good plan.
Got some pretty solid information on that one. the
Yeah,
I think
that
you're
was way more than I thought.
kind of funny because kind of want to tell you this thing out of game. So when he shouts, "Get back, vampiric demon," it kind of cracked me up. I was going. You're supposed to
Oh
say
yeah.
that to anybody, just like crazy,
Oh, perfect.
but you are actually vampiric.
Yeah, I didn't know. Does he know? That's
So.
funny.
But yeah, I think you're gonna like this part. Makes sense for your character to. It's gonna be difficult. Pretty. They're simple puzzles, but with only one mind, it might be hard to figure. So
I got 2.
yeah, well,
I'm not trying to put too much onto you because you obviously know the answers, but
yeah,
maybe it would get some hints at Esmeralda.
yeah. I guess that works out pretty good. So
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, hey, it's a way to get hints
yeah.
if I
So
decide. I'll let you figure them out though.
should be able to. I set it up in a way where you should be able to. If you can figure out the puzzle, you can figure out the rest. So,
Yeah,
but all
that
right,
was
man.
cool. That was a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, Esmeralda
yeah.
and the rituals.
I was hoping you guys the first time met the abbot would look around before you attacked him so you could find Esmeralda, but
Yeah, no, I was too.
yeah, there wasn't really anything else. Everything else in the abbot or the abbey was either mongrel folk or basically scenes that depict what the abbey would Esmeralda. That's why I
Yeah,
just skipped the formalities for time's sake.
yeah, that's all good.
uh, but yeah, I just didn't want you to feel like there's except for the graveyard was the only.
No, no, I think it was good.
But yeah, hopefully, I don't know what the rest of the party's planning to. I think they're gonna does thing.
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna go their separate way and do that or try to look. We left it off right when they discovered this.
About Luca?
Yeah, they got a letter from a were raven.
That actually works out like kind of good.
Yeah,
I didn't like that I dropped off D with Luca.
yeah. RC's probably not gonna be too happy about that, but uh, I don't. Like I said, I don't know where they're gonna head towards that, but so
Yeah.
all right, man. Well,
Sweet.
that was fun.
That was definitely fun.
I'll talk to you later, though. I got to get ready for work. So
Yeah, I'll let you go. All right, later, man.
later, dude.